Fate, however, took a cruel twist. On the way to the tunnel, the police transport carrying Bobby was struck by a drunk driver in a truck, causing a severe accident. Bobby was badly injured in the crash, and the police informed Ben that they needed to take him to the hospital. Ben was furious. He demanded that if Bobby wasn't brought to him by midnight, he would start killing hostages. True to his word, when the clock struck 12 and Bobby was nowhere in sight, Ben executed one of the hostages. Every 10 minutes, the tension mounted, and the threat of more deaths loomed large. Finally, the police arrived with the gravely injured Bobby. Ben allowed one hostage to leave and then insisted on a FaceTime call with Bobby. Afterward, Ben released 50 male hostages. He then demanded that Andy personally escort Bobby into the tunnel if he wanted the remaining hostages to be freed. As the 50 male hostages were being picked, a horrific mistake occurred. One of them, a young police officer, accidentally dropped his police ID as he disembarked. Ben noticed the blunder. In a cold rage, he came up with a cruel plan and sent him back out toward the police. The young police was strapped explosives all over his body. Andy inspected the young officer and found that the bomb was intricately wired with 4 sets of explosives, 16 different combinations of wires, and 8 lines that all had to be cut perfectly to defuse the device. The young officer tried to remain calm, saying he had received professional training and would follow Andy's instructions, but his face betrayed his fear. Suddenly, Ben activated the bomb's timer, giving Andy only 2 minutes. Realizing that it was impossible to defuse the bomb in such a short time, Andy made a grim decision. He ordered everyone to retreat at least 50 meters away. Looking into the eyes of the young officer, Andy spoke with determination. "You're a cop. You have a responsibility. Stay away from the crowd, don't approach any vehicles, and stand your ground. This way, the casualties will be minimized." Despite being on the verge of breaking down, the young officer repeated Andy's words to steady himself. But before he could finish, the bomb detonated. The explosion tore through the air, and the young officer's father, who had been watching from inside a nearby car, was devastated. The sight shattered the hearts of everyone present, including the media who had been covering the event. Ben then called Andy, his voice dripping with bitter satisfaction. "Now you understand," he said. "This is how I felt that day, watching the police take Bobby away, knowing I couldn't save him.